Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, September 13th. It's a little windy out here, so I apologize if the audio gets messed up. I try to keep my hand blocking the wind, but it's also very bright. I brought some peanut butter out here because even though I told y'all the other day that the pigs were using the water already, I realized that they weren't. So I brought peanut butter out here to put on the water nippler. And I guess those of y'all that don't, I think I showed this in one of my other videos, but basically all they gotta do is kind of bite down on it and water comes out. But I got out here and I see there's a water puddle here. So I guess they have been using it. We don't need to do the peanut butter trick where we put peanut butter on there. It might still be cool to see, but that way at least I can actually get a video of them drinking from it. But I wanted to show y'all some of the work they've been doing. They've been doing good. This last week it rained about 2 or 3 days off and on, which softened the ground up real good. So I'm gonna turn the camera around so y'all can see that area. And if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put some before and after pictures, because I took some when we first put them in here, and a couple days in and a couple days in. So I'll try to get those up on there if I can figure that out. All right, guys, so here's where they started tearing up. That's where Georgia had made that little bitty mud puddle when they first got a little bit of water in here. And you can see the rocks over there that they've started pulling up. So as soon as they get all this grass out, we'll go through and rake this up and get all those big rocks out, and we'll find somewhere to move them where they're out of our way. And the pigs right now, I'm filling up their pool. I emptied it last night because it was nasty, and I'm just not filling it up, so they're kind of fighting over who can be in there right now. Still got to find something bigger for them, but Axel, you're a pool hog. Also, what I did yesterday evening, I didn't video any of this because it's kind of late and we were on a time crunch. We had friends coming over and didn't have much time to get chores done. Yesterday we went to a farmer's market, or a trade market out in Bowie, Texas. So we didn't do our chores in the morning, but I moved these guys over this little small chicken coop, and you can kind of see where they pretty much ate all the grass they could eat. Right there is where their baskets were that they can't get under and eat. So that's why all this grass is a little bit yellowed, and then you got the green grass, and then you got everything that they ate. And so I moved it over and I let them out while I was doing all that. And the big chickens, as long as they stayed huddled up, the bigger chickens didn't really mess with them. So last night I did an experiment and I just left it open. We might have to start clipping their wings to keep them inside the fence, but they don't really do that much flying right now anyways. They're so small. But they've been coming out. And here's that little black and white one. We still haven't figured out what it is. I'm gonna have to start looking through people's Instagrams and trying to figure out what kind of chicken that is. It's got really long tail feathers, which usually tells you. Yeah, guys, I'm kind of excited about letting these little chicks out. I was nervous to do it because I thought they were going to get really, really picked on and maybe even lose a few of them to these bigger chickens. But they've been around them long enough to where I think they're slightly used to them. They are still picking on them a little bit, but nothing too aggressive. I'm going to go ahead and move the water hose over here, since I got plenty of water over there. And putting that water there is going to encourage them to dig. They would just want a bigger waller and bigger waller and bigger waller. They do dig for roots and grubs, just like wild pigs do, but they get fed pretty good, so they don't do too much foraging. And I had a guy come by and he picked up one of the production reds that I'm selling that we're trying to get rid of to make room for these in that chicken coop over there. And he picked up one of these, and he's got some pigs, and he said, just looking at Georgia, that she definitely looks pregnant. And I've been noticing, so her belly's always, since she got healthy here, it's always hung pretty low to the ground. But now she's really filling out on the sides. So I'm gonna pretty much confirm that I think she's pregnant. I mean, she's wider now than almost he is. And he's a pretty big boy, so we're gonna watch her. I think mid-November, I'm gonna separate her back into the backyard, into the pig pen that we have there. Look at her making bubbles. And put her back in there so that she can have the babies in a peaceful place away from Axel. We're estimating, according to our employee Google, who helps us with all kinds of knowledge, that their gestation period is 114 days. Very specific, but so we're thinking end of November, mid-November to beginning of December, we'll have some baby piglets to show y'all. It's gonna be really exciting for us. It'll be the first thing that we've birthed on the property besides a few eggs that we got. See, look, she just dug up another rock out there. They don't like the rocks. They want their wallers to be comfortable. So they get in there and they push the rocks out and anything else that they don't want in there. But yeah, everybody look forward to those babies. I guess today's September 13th. And that'll be pretty interesting. It'll be pretty exciting for us. I'm also contemplating getting goats again. I've got a friend from work that we've done some trading of goats in the past, and if I do, I'm going to get in that 164 foot perimeter one fencing and extend out there. I know for a fact that they eat all this, because when we had them, we would let them out. They were very tamed and they would come right back to the backyard when they were done eating. But we would let them out and they would come over here right away and start eating all this grass as tall as they could reach. And because of that, we had Nigerian dwarfs, so they could only get about 30 something inches up. They would get on their back legs and maybe get a little bit taller. And the little one that we had, his name was Kev. He was a little gray and black one. He would actually jump on George's back. And I might try to see if I have a picture of that. It might be in my other phone. I'll have to dig it out. But if it's not on this video, I'll find it. I'll post it on my Instagram, Matthews_mini_homestead. Here's an old man coming to check on me. I'll post it there if I don't get it on this video, if I don't find it in time. But yeah, he would jump on her back and try to eat stuff because he was a little bitty guy, a lot smaller than the other goat that we had. So I know that they'll get in here, all this stuff would be eaten already. And when you start them on this stuff, you don't have to give them as much feed. And that kind of encourages them to eat it. It also tears it up, and then the pigs will come behind them and knock it all down and root it up a lot easier whenever there's not a bunch of leaves on this. If anybody knows, if that's just my thought, if anybody knows anything differently, let me know. It's kind of some of the stuff that I've been researching, watching a lot of YouTube videos on. So yeah, they haven't done anything back here, guys. They have not made it back here yet. And I don't know if they will, because there are some big rocks back here, and I don't know that they'll really want to push those out of the way. But the goats would come in here, at least eat the stuff. Really contemplating getting some goats again, guys. We really liked them. We just didn't like them right in our backyard. That was kind of the deal. We didn't have this perimeter one fencing. I didn't think that we were gonna be able to find some soon enough. And I mean, we got rid of those goats a couple months ago. So I'm gonna go turn the water off, show you all the creek on my way out of here. I hope the audio is good, because it is just a little bit windy. And I got the phone turned around. So when the creek dries up, all this green stuff grows in there. I don't know what it's called, but it shows up every time. As soon as we get a good rain that with some good pressure that comes through here and pushes all this down, and the water stays for a while, it will, all that stuff will wash away and die up. We get a lot of crawfish in here, and contemplated using a trap to catch as many as I can to supplement some feed for the chickens and everything. They love them. We would catch them, and our first 3 chickens we had, they were really friendly, and they would just kind of come up to us, and we would catch the crawfish and just feed it to them just for fun. And then we would let them out, and they would come down here in these bushes up here and catch frogs and everything else. Really interesting, but it was fun to watch. They had a lot of fun. It was hard to get them back in their coop on those days because they just wanted to stay out there. And sorry, I gotta turn my water off. All right, guys, well, that was just me kind of rambling on a little bit, showing y'all a few things. Like I said, I don't really have much to do this morning. Just had a little bit of time to get out here and check on the animals. I really wanted to check on those little chickens because that was the first night that we had left the gate open and let them out roaming all night. And I was kind of nervous about that and what would happen. Everything's fine. I don't see any missing. That's enough. I don't see any missing. They're all there and happy, and almost all of them are out now foraging, digging up through the grass. Like it's gonna help out a lot out here. Man, y'all can't see anything, sorry about that. But yeah, so y'all have a good Sunday. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully I have this up by this evening. I'm gonna try to find those photos, and that might take me a little bit, but also got to figure out how to add those photos into this video. So that might take me a little while too. We're still pretty new at this. So if y'all got any suggestions on those goats, anything that y'all think we could do differently with the pigs, just let us know down in the comments. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to the channel. If you want reminders of when we post, since we don't post on a regular basis on a schedule, go ahead and hit that notification bell, and that'll tell you whenever we put a new video up. That way you don't have to come look for my posts on Facebook or Instagram or any of those platforms. You can just get a notification on your YouTube app. But thanks, guys. Y'all have a good day.